We're just a couple of nerds getting sidetracked with side quests. I'm Adam.
I'm Kaya, and every day is a new side quest. Hey Wanderers, welcome back to another episode of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, where all our hopes and dreams have been crushed. So I just spent like a little over an hour recording. I had like 3 episodes recorded, and turned out none of it recorded. So I'm gonna have to at least do an episode of Let's Play Catch Up so I can catch you guys up on what you missed. On the plus side, the last episode I recorded was super boring, so at least you don't have to watch me running around being absolutely boring, but now you're gonna have to watch me running around giving you catch up time. So, the first thing we did last time is that I remembered that we got a key from Theodore Gilden's robe and figured maybe it might be for something at the house. Tried this gate, not the gate, however I did notice that there's a dude in there now. I can't interact with the gate though. There's also a dude here. He says that he's got a real boring job taking pictures of shit. Looked around, and, you know, essentially they've just, like, marked out the crime scene with, like, a 2 and a 1 and stuff like that. You know, regular, normal, boring shit. And turns out, yes, it was indeed a key for the house, so I am now in the house. There are a few paintings and stuff that I can look at, but they're straight up boring. So last time, when I entered the house, I walked up these stairs and it immediately started a cutscene, which unfortunately I don't have any of anymore. However, I'm going to temporarily unpin this evidence. Don't look at any of the evidence. None of that happened. Yeah, we'll come back down here. We'll have like a real, epic cutscene. Epic cutscene. Oh, look at this. Oh, such a cool cutscene. Oh, and now we're like in here, and bam! Look, it's Theodore Gilden's daughter. Which actually, where did I see that? Here. Yeah, I think I looked at this picture before I found that out.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
No idea how old she's supposed to be. I made a comment about how she could be any age, in my opinion. But, yeah. So we came up in here, we had a cutscene, we talked to her, and she saw it all from her window, and now she's barricaded her windows with these things, and she freaked out. Apparently she threw stones at the elephant, but she didn't necessarily see anything. And yeah, we looked around here. She's got a bunch of stuff packed. Apparently she was going to leave with her significant other. So let's go to the casebook and see if we can look at some of these things. Okay, so here we go. Imogen's testimony. Imogen described how the elephant killed Theodore Gilden. She heard Goliath screaming. From her window, she could only see the animal lifting the body of her father. She rushed downstairs and saw the animal dragging him around. She threw stones at it, and the animal escaped after letting out a horrific, almost human scream. She ran back inside and hid in her room. She's shaken but willing to provide more answers if we find anything else. So then there was a bunch of things that we could ask her about in terms of evidence we'd already found and stuff we found in the house while we were looking around. So we asked her about the person who had fallen. She said she didn't see anyone at the crime scene. We went... Oh, yes, before I go over more of that stuff. We also went into his office here, and he's absolutely obsessed with elephants. Like, absolutely fucking obsessed. There's, like, tusks everywhere. But I feel like he's obsessed in a bad way, because I feel like if you were obsessed in a good way, you wouldn't have that many tusks. Yeah, so we looked at this, and then it essentially said, like, oh, he must, like, look out the window a lot. We found this picture. This is Violet and Theodore and some other fucking dude
Before
signed her.
Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past. Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling.
Yeah, so there's that picture.
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories.
Oh, there's
of
like
the
this
French
map thing.
Revolution.
And, let's see, can I inspect all the things again so you guys can kind of, like, see them? What was it? It was, like, this one.
What's so special about this place? Another elephant?
And then this over here.
A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen.
And then this here.
A catchy title.
What's all this about? Still don't really know. let me see if I can find that one in the casebook. So we went and asked, here we go. We went and asked her about this. So it says a construction plan for the Ivory Baths. The name A. Swift was listed as a partner but has been crossed out. So we went and asked, and she said Imogen has clarified that Arthur Swift is the name of Mr. Gilden's business partner. They were working together on a project in the Old City. She doesn't know anything else, but said that this partnership involved a lot of paperwork. Spoiler alert, the last episode I had recorded, I spent most of the time running around the Old City trying to see if I could find something about this because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing and got nowhere. So it was a really boring episode of me just running around, mostly in silence. Okay, and we looked at his desk here. And let's see, we saw a picture here.
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured.
So yeah, that's a picture of the daughter. Look at his finger.
A relatively functional choice to replace the finger.
Which is kind of interesting. We looked at this picture.
I think they were closer than you and me, John.
Which I said was kind of ironic because John is imaginary, so I don't know how you could be closer than someone who's imaginary. There was a fourth thing to look at. Was it something I picked up? So I'm not seeing a fourth thing right now. I don't know. Yeah, so that was mostly what I found in here, I think. So then I went and asked her about stuff. Oh, yes, it was. There was a vial on the desk here. Is it still here? No, I picked it up. There was like a vial of perfume on the desk, which was, it had like an elephant face on it and it smelled real bad. A perfume vial with a transparent substance inside and an engraved elephant's head on the side. It smells truly terrible. Whatever it is, it's clearly of animal origin. Given Mr. Gilden's eccentricities, I do not know what to expect. And I assumed it was some sort of like, I don't know, elephant pheromone or something. We asked Imogen, and she told us that it contains the sweat of an elephant, and that she thought that Theodore Gilden thought that it could replace aphrodisiacs, essentially, I think, which was really weird. So then back in Imogen's room, let's go back to her room. Yeah, so there's all her luggage here that was all packed up. So we asked her about that. So Imogen put all of her valuable possessions in luggage. From the manner in which she carelessly stuffed her clothes and jewelry into the bags, it's clear she has no travel experience. So we asked her, and she told her that she had plans to leave with her partner. They wanted to start a new life abroad. So her partner, where's her partner? Here we go. So we found this photo of her and a man. And I commented that at first I thought it might have been her mom and her dad, but no, it's her and a man. A photo of Imogen with a young man. On the back of the frame is a note. This victory is for you and you only. 1879 race finals for my lighthouse in the darkest storm. So we asked her, and she said, Paul Perks is a professional yachtsman who sails the Whirlpool at Salacia Yacht Club in southern Grand Surrey. Yacht Club members mentioned that Paul missed the race, and no one has seen him since this morning. He might be in his room in the workshop south of the yacht club. Okay, so she only said this part, and then she marked on our map the yacht club down here. Yacht club. So we went and checked out the yacht club, and then we asked some people about him, and they said that he missed the race and he might be in the yacht club. In the whatever it was that it says, the boat workshop thing. So that's this down here. So we'll get to that in a minute. We asked her about essentially the elephant that we tracked. And she said that she considers Goliath dangerous, but he'd never been aggressive with Theodore before. And that essentially Theodore loved the elephant, and that the elephant could just clap its wings and he would like be at its beck and call kind of thing. Which kind of follows my theory that I'd said before, where I didn't think that Goliath would have actually hurt him. Like, not intentionally, not willingly, not just out of the blue. So that was pretty interesting. Let's see, what else? So I was kind of putting two and two together from, like, this whole thing where it said, like, the bosun's knife or whatever, and then, like, that he's in the yacht club, I was like, oh, the bosun's knife could be from him, because they said the bosun's knife's from somebody who's like a sailor or whatever kind of thing. I was like, that checks out. I feel like it's probably him. Sounds pretty sus to me. Oh, we also found this bazookaology trilogy book thing. Let's see, is that in John's diary here somewhere? Where is it? This one? Yeah, we found this book. I'm not gonna bother reading it. It seems kind of stupid to me. It's just a silly thing, I think. So we found this, and John was like, we gotta find all 3 books because they're pretty great. So we went and looked, and we found the second book was in Paul's possession in the yacht club area. We will get to that in a moment. Okay. So, what else did we learn from talking with her? We also learned that she was going to run away with Paul, and now she has to stay here as an orphan, which I thought was kind of stupid. I was like, well, I mean, you could just still leave. Why do you have to stay here? I mean, I don't see why you can't just leave. What else did we learn? We also learned that she's afraid of the elephant. Yeah. I mean, she wants us to find the elephant. A lot of things I ask her, she's like, I can't think about that right now with the elephant, like, loose. So essentially she wants us to find and kill the elephant. That's pretty much that. So we're gonna go outside now, and I'll go to the yacht club, and I'll show you around the yacht club a bit. I think the first episode, mostly all I did was talk to her and find out that stuff. I don't know if I even made it to the yacht club or not. I might have made it to the yacht club. I don't 100% remember. Yeah, so we found all the evidence at the house, and we were like, cool, let's go to the yacht club now. So we came to the yacht club, we looked around, we looked at a bunch of people. A bunch of these people are yacht club people. There's no door to the actual yacht club from what I can tell, aside from this door, and there's no way to go inside. But I talked to someone, like I said, and I think it was like one of these guys, and they were like, oh, he might be in the workshop. So I was like, okay. So then the workshop became open. It wasn't open before. So I came in here, I was looking around. There was a few things to look at, like, I don't know, there's something like here, I think, that said like, oh, it's open and it has nails. Which, I don't know, seemed kind of weird. I don't know if I had to do things in a specific order or whatever. But I looked at this, apparently that's been recently painted, where it says Whirlpool. Whirlpool's his boat. We went in storage. There's a foghorn here.
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
And John made a snide comment because apparently we actually turned it and it was like, wow, and he's like, wow, that's really loud. It should have warned us. Yeah, we found the other book over here. Why does it want me to pin evidence right now? That's interesting. Yeah, so we looked at like that stuff. And if we look through the window here, it's not gonna let me do it, but you can look through the window and you can see that bloody bandage there, and it's like, oh, there's bloody bandages. I wonder how we get in there. Where would he keep his key? So we wandered around for a bit trying to figure out where the key was. Turned out it was behind this Whirlpool sign, which has a little bit of blood, like right like between the P and the O there. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little bit of blood there. And the key was on the back of that. So we got the key and we got into his little space in here. And we looked at some stuff. So we looked at this.
To earn big, you have to spend big.
He says like, oh, we can modify this. Oh, is that too expensive? Blah, blah, blah.
Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another.
Which I said, is that even legal? Because if Whirlpool's his ship, like, can you like even like bet on yourself? I don't 100% know what else I found here because there was 4 things, and that's only 2. There was a third one that's a note. Let me bring up that note. So if I go bring up the note. So that was yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I found. Okay, so the first one I found was this suspicious note. It was one of his betting slips, and on the back it says, you do not get to back out of our deal. You do not get to leave on a whim. We need you to get us fresh leaves for our tea party, which I thought was an interesting choice of words, but I did not clue in to what came of it later. If you have any questions, the boys will be keeping an eye on you at the race. So I went and asked Imogen about it, and I was all like, "Did you know that your boyfriend was a drug dealer?" And that's when I was like, "What? Drug dealer?" So apparently that's what the fresh leaves for our tea party meant, I guess. And apparently she calls him a pirate, and she's like, "I just call him a pirate. He's not actually a pirate." So that's why it says Imogen doesn't want to believe that Paul could do something like this. So essentially she doesn't believe that he could be like smuggling drugs for people, which is essentially what that was. The other thing we found is a threatening envelope. It said, "You gormless gilly wetfoot, you think you can leech off of my family, steal my money, exploit my daughter. This ends today. Your career is over. I should give you one final warning. If you refuse to cooperate, you'll find yourself in deep water. Gildan." So apparently her father was threatening her boyfriend. So we asked her about that, and she was shocked to see how far her father's threats went. She was all like, "What? No, this is too far." Yeah. So we did that. Here's the bandages. And then we also looked and we found a box of darts here.
An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
Yeah, and then there was a box of darts here, and there was 2 darts missing, and that's where I was like, he shot the elephant with darts. And I was all like, yeah, super sus, everybody sus. Yeah, so that's what this is. Nope, that's what, wait, was that? Yeah, the whirlpool room had a box full of darts in an excellent state. Yeah, so that's what that was. Yeah, in the room with whirlpool plaque, I noticed a bloodied bandage, and then I found the key. So right now, this is what it wants me to have pinned, apparently. I don't know why. I've gone around asking a bunch of people about this. And if I go back, we've got here. So I think earlier, when I asked someone, was when I found out, like, oh, he must be in the thing. That's where he's like, 1 question, 1 answer. Bravo, Sherry. But ever since then, I got a first thing here where it was like, given his inane inquiries, Sherlock must be conducting an experiment on the effects of non sequiturs. Bananas are actually a herb. So, yeah, John started giving me shit. And it was like, Sherry and I make a good sleuthing team. He eavesdrops. I said, oh, okay, so this one, I went and eavesdropped on some guys somewhere downtown or something, and it gave me a new, like, quest or something. This one? No. This one? No. Is string theory. Where's string theory? Here we go. So give me this case. So apparently some local music teacher has been putting up posters in Central Scalatia around St. Clement's Cathedral appealing for information about a stolen violet. Some other side case that I managed to find because I was eavesdropping. So that's what that one was about. And then I kept asking people about fucking the pinned evidence because I don't know what's going on. And John's all like, if Sherlock keeps asking the same thing to every person we meet, I'll go mad. Doesn't he realize something's not working? He also popped up and said, like, think about who you're asking, what they're wearing, and what you're asking them. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, I was trying to ask other yacht club members about this fucking, where did it go? About this suspicious note. I was trying to ask other yacht club members. I thought that was the appropriate thing to do. Apparently not. I don't know. So then I got, like, real fucking confused, and didn't know what to do. So I started trying to, which also I spent a while trying to find what I'm missing at the boat workshop, because this isn't green like these ones. These ones are green because I collected everything. This one's not green, which means I'm still missing something, but I don't know what, and I can't find it. So then I went on a tangent to the old city to try to see if I could, figure out whatever the tie to the old city was. Where was it? This one. So I don't know what this book symbol is supposed to mean. I tried to go to the police archives, but then I didn't know what to search there because she mentioned that, like, it involves a lot of legal paperwork. So I thought maybe police archives. But that really wasn't helping me, like, at all. I didn't know what I was supposed to be looking for, so I just kind of, like, left and gave up on that. So then I was like, well, I'll just go to the old city. Maybe I have to find something in the old city. And everything that's not, like, this grayish color is something that I just went and explored last episode, where I, like, wandered around the old city, and it was real fucking boring. Like, really boring. It was boring for me, I'm sure it would have been boring for you guys, but you don't have to worry about that anymore. And I feel like you're pretty much caught up. So at this point in time, what we're currently looking at is I'm trying to find one more book in that series. I'm trying to figure out something about the suspicious note. And I'm also trying to, I don't know, do something about the Arthur Swift thing and the Old City stuff. And yeah, so at the end of last episode, I had said that I would try to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing off screen. So I might still try and do that. I don't know. But this episode was pretty much just me getting you guys caught up on about an hour of playtime. And I'm sorry that you missed it all. Just stick around for the next one. I'm gonna hopefully try to make it better. I've confirmed that I'm actually recording at this point. So I'm not gonna lose this footage. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.